Hey everybody, I'm John Thomas. This is my channel Uncromulent, about architecture, urban planning, transportation, history, and culture. And today we're on Chicago's north side. We're about a block and a half north of Wrigley Field, and I'm going to show you Alta Vista Terrace. It's one of Chicago's hidden gems. We're here at the corner of Grace Street and Alta Vista Terrace in the Wrigleyville-Lakeview neighborhood. On Cubs game days, you can hear the roar from Wrigley Field loud and clear at this intersection. We're standing just about a block and a half due north of the pitcher's mound at Wrigley Field. We're here to see Alta Vista Terrace, 40 beautiful row houses on a small, tidy street between Grace and Byron Streets. Named a Chicago landmark in 1971, placed on the National Register of Historic Places in 1972, Alta Vista Terrace is a street of fairy tale, turn-of-the-century English row houses in the middle of Chicago's north side. The architecture is mostly Georgian, but includes Edwardian and Victorian touches. You'll also see a stray Doric or Ionic wood column, Gothic archways, bay windows, leaded glass, stained glass, and some incredible craftsmanship on the brickwork and masonry. It's really great to see in person. Developer Samuel Eberle Gross wanted to recreate the style and utility of London's row houses for the land he purchased here on Chicago's north side, and he commissioned architect Joseph C. Brompton to craft the plans. What resulted was a community of 36 two-story and 4 three-story row houses, all with basements. The units have a rich variety of contrasts in color, brickwork, roof lines, decorative flourishes, and stylistic detail. The architectural designs for the 20 units on the west side of the street mirror the 20 units on the east side of the street in the opposite direction. Construction began on these row houses in 1900 and continued through the completion in 1904. There isn't much of a front or backyard on these units. It's very urban. The width of the lots is about 25 feet, the standard Chicago lot width. But since the row houses are built on the full width of the property line without the standard gangway or breezeway between the houses, there's more square footage available and options to open up large rooms on the interior. The depth of the lots is quite a bit less than the average Chicago lot, and these owners forego the typical backyard space for gardens or garages. Nevertheless, between the finished basements and the 2 or 3 floors above street level, these homes contain 2,100 to 3,000 or more square feet of indoor space. The street just to the west of this block is Seminary Street, named for the Chicago Lutheran Theological Seminary that once occupied the land where Wrigley Field now stands. In 1913, the seminary relocated and sold the land and the buildings on it. Charles Wiegman built Wrigley Field for his team in the upstart Federal League. They were called the Chicago Whales. When the Federal League folded in 1916, the Cubs moved from the west side grounds at Polk and Walcott to the north side. Just 2 blocks to the east of this cozy row house neighborhood was a convenient elevated station at Grace Street, which opened on June 7, 1900, about the same time construction started on Alta Vista Terrace. This was some pretty slick transit-oriented development in 1900. The elevated station at Grace was open until August 1, 1949, when the newly formed Chicago Transit Authority streamlined their system. The station house at Grace Street would have been just about identical to the one shown here at Chicago Avenue. They built the same stations from Chicago all the way up to Sheridan. These are the original elevated tracks from 1900, and on the side of the tracks here, you can see where the steel supports that held up the Grace Street elevated station outer platform still exists. This is the original 126-year-old steel framework put up during the McKinley administration. When it comes to charming and cozy Chicago micro-neighborhoods, Alta Vista Terrace is not the only one, but it's near the top. In any season of the year, a walk through Alta Vista Terrace provides the reassuring feeling of order, beauty, and proportion in the built environment. And there's a palpable sense of community here, with neighbors who step up to keep the neighborhood absolutely beautiful. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, slip me a thumbs up, and clicking the subscribe button would be great if you like videos like this. Did I get anything wrong? Do you disagree? Let me know in the comments. I use the following sources for the information in this video: the AIA Guide to Chicago 4th edition, Chicago History Museum website, ChicagoL.org website, my own experience working and living in the neighborhood for 15 years, and the Chicago Landmarks website. But let me know if I went haywire somehow and got something wrong. Until next time, thanks for watching.